Holy cow. We're in week 3. This is video 4.
Crazy.
Mother Plucker, Mr. CPM. How's everyone doing in CPM Fitness, huh?
Awesome.
I'm excited because this is the halfway point. And this is fun. So we've got a couple of questions that we're going to address. But first, before we do that, we want to shout out to our awesome sponsors. Pappy's downtown. I'm usually there probably 4 days a week.
I gotta get down there.
They have a CPM approved fit menu. So when you're downtown, go to Pappy's. It's an all everything type of cafe. Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Perfect.
Even after work kind of thing. We've got Ode. I think we'll be there tomorrow night for a networking thing.
Wow.
But
you're everywhere.
Ode,
You go everywhere.
Just keep going. You gotta keep going everywhere. We have Mike Clapp over at the Empire Mall. We've got
Shields.
Shields. She's there all the time.
Chelsea's Boutique.
Chelsea's Boutique. Stephanie Woody's cousin. We have, I'm looking
Who
through.
are we forgetting?
We're not really forgetting anybody, but you have to go grocery shopping. Where do you go when you grocery
Pomegranate
shop?
Market.
Pomegranate.
Yeah.
Annie found this really legit shepherd's pie compliant type meal, so that was awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good.
I just got some dried mangoes there the other day.
Oof,
That was like my cheat.
so legit.
Oh, they're so good.
Cheat schmeat, it was a treat.
Yeah.
Where else would you shop if you had to go shopping and Pomegranate was closed? It's on Minnesota. The co-op.
Oh, obviously.
Stetson's girlfriend used to work there. So
They got great mangoes there too.
they've got great everything there.
Yeah.
Awesome sponsors. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you check them out. We always have their information on every email. And let us know if you have any questions about any of the sponsors. So Q&A.
All right.
What is the Q&A for today?
All right, Chris, this is what we want to know. Why the 75-minute rule?
75
Why?
minutes.
That was you.
75 minutes.
I
That
think
was
I
me.
had said 90. You said,
She-
I think I had thrown out 90.
She said 90. She
and
said
you
90.
Said 75.
I said 75.
Yeah.
So here we have to do compliant meals, but you have training wheels. You don't have to be perfect. This is not the whole 30. So how do you mix in non-compliant items with a compliant meal? Because if you have it together, you can't really consider it compliant. So we had to come up with a standard, a biomarker to do that. My simple idea was a general rule of thumb for pre and post workout nutrition is you want to eat around 75 minutes before or after a workout. That's where I got the 75-minute idea. The reasoning behind the rule is when your satiety is at a high, your cravings are at a low. So if you go have a really nice, fulfilling, compliant meal and you have to wait to partake in treats, you might not have digested your meal or started digesting, so you really want those treats.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then if you have to wait an hour and 15 minutes, you've started to digest, what ends up happening after that?
You just decide to skip it.
You just make a really more objective choice.
Not always, I guess. But
Well, yeah, not always, but you have you're more in an objective mindset to make your decision. Because really it's not a cheat. I know we joke around about cheats, but you're really just making choices. Like you're allowed to have treats, but this idea is more of a best practices philosophy. So that's really what it comes down to.
I know what's happened to me personally
Yes.
is at night, I eat my meal. I would always run straight to the cupboard afterwards and I would have pecans and dark chocolate.
Me too.
A lot.
Maybe not that
You
big.
probably didn't have as much as I did, but I did that
I don't
every
know.
single night.
I don't know.
So now I have to wait 75 minutes. So I sit there and wait. Well, by the time the 75 minutes is up, I've brushed my teeth because I'm ready for bed. So then I just don't have it, which is great.
And that's a great trick. Brushing your teeth,
Oh,
even
I know.
more so.
I don't want to brush them again.
Dude.
I'm like, I brushed them already.
No
I'm
way.
done.
Yes, so that's a great point. But yeah, same thing, like one of the big changes that I've made personally is I will partake in a little chocolate or a treat or something in conjunction with my meal. But now that I have to wait, I really find out if it's worth it or not, if I really want it. So that's really what it is, guys. It's a best practices philosophy mindset. It's just a great habit to get into as you move on life after the challenge.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
15 meals.
15 meals,
Same kind of
something
thing.
like
15 meals. It's just a best practices, objective number that you can go by. If you were to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, that's 21 meals. If 15 of those are compliant, you're what we consider above average. 70% of all of your calories, quote unquote, would be on the compliant side. So you can expect to continue to progress over time with your results.
Yeah.
So, and I say, you know, the more results you want, up those meals, and you'll eat less food, because you can only eat healthy food or unhealthy food. Can't do both, at least according to the structure here.
Yeah.
So that's the idea with that too. We could make it more, but we wanted to make it to where it's progressive, but it's not unreasonable.
I think I said 3 meals a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I think is what I said. And Chris said, you know what, we're going to make this practical. Can you believe that you said that?
Who's hardcore? Huh?
Yeah.
Who's hardcore?
Wow.
Reasoning behind that. So you could always do more, but that's a great shooting start for, I think, the general public, especially for CPM.
I think it's a practical way to live going forward.
I think so
right?
too, and I think that's what I've been hearing a lot of feedback is people really like that 15 is a good number for them.
Yeah. All right, too much of the same food.
So we gotta.
I'm so guilty of
oh
that.
Oh man, I mean.
Every day.
I eat eggs every day. You know?
Me too.
What else do you eat every day?
Sweet potatoes almost every
Check.
day.
Maybe probably 2 for me a day.
All the time.
So can you eat too much of a good food? I mean, if you really want to strip that question down, you can totally eat too much of one thing. Like too much of anything can be bad if it's that much in excess. You can drink too much water.
Yeah.
I remember we listened to a radio show and they had a contest and the guy drank too much water in like a 3-hour period and he died.
Yeah, his brain swelled.
Yeah.
That's
so
insane.
You could always do too much of anything. The question that I got was about avocados. I would say a great rule of thumb for avocados is 1 a day. You know, a half of one minimum to up to 1.
Yeah.
Some people I've been researching were eating up to 2, but it just depends on your size and your activity level, but just be normal with it too. And I think if you eat too much of one thing, you're missing out on a lot of other things in your nutrition as well.
So I have a question for you. I eat a lot of coconut oil.
Okay.
Can you have too much coconut oil?
That's a great question. I mean, I would say test how much you're eating based on how you look, based on how you feel, and based how you perform. Those are the 3 big indicators if you're really taking note of how you're doing as well.
Okay.
But if you feel like you're eating too much, start to find other options or just test yourself on that too.
Got it.
Last thing we want to cover, guys, is expectations. And I want to leave you with this quote when we start. You get what you deserve, not necessarily what you want. And the reason why we say this is we're getting close to that halfway point in the challenge. And this is where people will turn on the gas or they'll peter out. So this is your make or break point right now, everybody. And ask yourself, you know, what are you really expecting out of this? Are you expecting a 6-pack in 6 minutes?
I wanted to lose 10 pounds in 2 days.
I wanted to power clean 275.
I wanted to power clean 175.
So expectations, guys, think about it like this. It takes 28 days for your blood to change just in that aspect. So if you feel like you need to lose 20 pounds in 20 minutes or 20 days, then you might want to check yourself and ask yourself, how long have you been eating a certain way? How long have you changed your ways? And put it in a little bit more perspective for yourself. But your body won't lie. If it takes you longer to get the results that you require, then that's what it takes. But if you're doing the right things, you can guarantee that you'll get there. That's for sure. And you know, this is a lifestyle. I mean, if you wanted this to be a diet, this wasn't your challenge. And if you're questioning your results and your expectations are skewed, what were you planning to do when the challenge was over? Go back to your old ways? Because then you would essentially get your old body, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, there's no going back.
There's no going back, guys. I mean, health is on your side when you play to its advantage and when you do the right things. You can be healthy, a lot of energy, be fit for the rest of your life, but you got to commit to it too.
Absolutely.
So, what else? Anything else? I think we're getting to 10 minutes.
I think so.
But yeah, if you guys have questions, email us or write it on this lovely board. We love to answer your questions. This challenge is for you. We've got a lot of experience and ideas and anecdotes that we want to pass along, but we need you to tell us what's important to you. But keep up the great work, guys. I think a lot of people are looking good.
I think so too, and I've heard a lot of people are feeling better mentally also.
I think so too. I mean, I can tell week by week people are starting to feel better. There's a lot more energy. We're getting a lot of good feedback from having this be workout plus nutrition.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you guys. Keep up the great work. Let us know if you got questions.
All right.
Adios.